welcome to TubeTalk.
Welcome to you, Douglas. We've got something important to talk about first of all, haven't we?
Yeah. We've got Dion Smart's fundraiser t-shirts.
Yeah, look, so Dion is a good friend and an owner of Go Racing, and he's in a really tough battle at the moment with an inoperable brain tumour. And one of the fundraising things we're doing is we've got these great shirts, rugby knit shirts, long sleeved, which hopefully you can see on screen now. And we're trying to get 100 of them sold with all profits going to Dion. We're up to about 90. And today, Friday, is the last day for orders. So if you would like one to support him, please email me and we will sort you out and you will look resplendent. $95 delivered, high quality, all profits to Dion.
Last week, we had 3 winners. Alabama on Friday.
Really good to see him break stuck. He's a young horse. We bought him as a 2-year-old in Europe. He's only a 3-year-old by European time. 2,100 metres. He was under a ride for about the last 800, but I was never worried because that's what he's done in the UK. He was always under a ride and he only just got going late. He's a real stayer, and he was strong late and won pulling away. And he's a really exciting stayer going forward, and he might even come up to Sydney now, but another one of our excellent imports.
Equinox on Saturday with Stardome and Hasbro.
Stardome, he won fresh up over 1,350 metres. He's a stayer. So his last win was over 2,400 in the Gold Coast Cup. So a small surprise, but he had trialled well. He does like it wet. The stayers can sprint really well. So brilliant start for him. That's his 9th win now, and he's getting close to 600,000 New Zealand dollars he's won in prize money. Hasbro was unlucky. He probably should have won. Couldn't get a spot, 3 wide without cover the whole race. Missed winning by about a neck, not even a neck, half a neck maybe, not far. He's flying, he's going really well.
And Bring the Boom won on Sunday.
Yeah, exciting staying horse by Tarzino that we have with Annabelle Neesham. His first up run for 4th over 1,400 metres was very good, finish hitting the line hard. Second up, it was a Class 1 and maiden, so he was going up in grade a little bit. And he was really warming up the last 100, pulling away on the line, 6.5 lengths back to the third horse. He's quite an exciting stayer, and we'll probably look at some derbies for him, I would say, in the autumn.
And we've got a couple notable mentions as well.
We do.
Yeah, D was done. He was 3rd, fresh up last Saturday.
Yeah, and again, he was strong late. He'll go to an open 2,000 metres next start at Riccarton. And then he's going to the Jericho qualifier, which is over 3,000 metres later in October at Riccarton. And if he was to win that, he'd qualify for the Jericho, which is a $300,000 or $400,000 race over 4,600 metres in Australia.
And then Flame of Venice was also 3rd, fresh up on Wednesday.
Yeah, lovely filly, just turned mare now, 4 years old. A real stayer. Over a mile was a bit short for her. She got pushed out wider but came home really strong in 3rd. She's in for a really good prep.
This week on Friday at Goulburn, race 7, we have Slay Queen.
3rd last start at Goulburn. Just missed the start and ended up in the worst part of the track where it was wet. And she doesn't really like a wet track, and she just couldn't get out to the better going. So it was a good run for 3rd. Awkward draw. She'll probably start from the outside barrier 12 of 12, but the track should be better. So as long as she can get some cover and blend in, I think she's a really good each-way chance. She's also entered for Saturday at Newcastle, but we're leading to Goulburn at the stage.
And then on Saturday at Awapuni, race 8, we have Rock Island Line and Make Time.
Yeah, 2 runners.
2 and 1.
It's going to be, and they're half brothers.
2 runners, half brothers.
Yeah, out of the same mare. Rock Island Line, big weight, 59.5 kilos, inside barrier draw, very, very wet track. The very wet track is absolutely no issue. The inside draw by the last race might be. We're going to have to try and angle off somewhere and get clear running. He's always very dangerous in this grade, despite his weight. Jonathan Riddell on board, good strong rider. The key will be getting him out wider to find fresh ground. And if so, you can see him improve a lot on his last run. Make time. It probably looks the race for him really. Won't mind the wet track. He's got barrier 15. We've got the inside and the outside draw, but the barrier 15 is probably an advantage. Really good run for second at Hastings on the first day of the carnival last start, getting home well. Only 54.5 kilos to carry. He looks dangerous in this race.
And then in Aussie at Newcastle, race 4, we have Iberian Ruler.
Good horse this. He's a maiden. He's only had 2 starts, but really like him as a progressive stayer. Just wait for him to get out over more ground and mature. He steps up to 1,850 metres. He needs 1 scratching to make the field. He's got an outside barrier draw. He's one of those horses that doesn't draw well. So he's got to get back in the field. He's also going up in grade. It's a class 1 and maiden, so there's winners in the race. So it's a pretty strong field. You'll see him, I think, get back, settle, get into a good rhythm, and you'll see him run home really well. Possibly from the draw makes it difficult, but getting up to 2,000 metres next start is good, and he just improves all the time. He's a horse of the real future.
And then at Rosal, race 3, we have Quality Time.
Yeah, Quality Time. Won by about 4 lengths last start. Steps up in grade to Saturday grade, $150,000 race. Nice gate. From the barrier, I think he's got to settle pretty handy. He can lead, but there's quite a bit of speed, so he might end up sitting just behind the lead. Not a lot of weight on his back. Tommy Berry in the saddle. I think he'll run very well.
And then race 9, Petition.
Tissue, we're showing you her last run here where she travelled beautifully. They sprint at the top of the straight over 1350, which is too short for her. Just got outpaced a touch, and then late she was very strong with no room, only beaten 1.67 lengths or something. Goes up to 1,500 metres here in the Group 2 Shannon. Bad barrier draw, but if we can get back with a good speed on and get clear running the straight, I think she's a distinct winning chance. I think she's going really well. The fresh up run was good, and I think she's a good winning chance. She's had no luck. It'd be great to see her back in the winner's circle, my friend at Douglas.
And then on Sunday at Sandown, race 2, we have Shelby.
Chablis,
sorry.
Chablis, good, another good import who's won several good races in Australia. He just, last prep, he ran a good third, and then he just had a few issues. So, spelled, come back, trialled up really good. We've sent him down to Melbourne for a change of scenery. This is just a fresh up run for him, 1,400 metres, so we're not expecting too much. He'll blend in about midfield somewhere. He usually needs his first race, but I think he can show a bit of cheek. And as long as he does, I think he will be in. He'll be a horse to back second up. I think he can run a nice race, but I think he can improve a lot with this one.
Then we have Bit of the Week.
What about last week?
Yes, last week Bit of the Week did win.
$6.50.
Hasn't been stopped talking about it since.
Hey, what about My Father's Gun one again last week too? Your tip from a few weeks back.
So, clearly I'm still the GOAT.
Well, no, I won last week, so I get to go again.
Yeah, but I've won more than you.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is true.
If I'm no good this week, you can go next week.
Alright.
Gotta read. Sorry?
I'll say the Bit of the Week now. This Bit of the Week on Sunday at Sandown race 5 is thought of that.
Really, really interesting horse. So, this time last year, he looked like he could be anything. He won at Sandown, his only start there by 4.5 lengths. Came out, won at Moonee Valley next start. Then he went to the Ballarat Cup, ran really, really well. He came back in the autumn, had 1 start, just went average. Came back, went fresh up at Caulfield in August, over a mile. Needed the run, but just went fair. Since that, he's had a jump out where he's gone really good. He ran second, but he could have easily won it. He had the winner completely covered. He's going to get onto a track which I think he likes Sandown, he likes a good track, and I think he's going to get back onto a good track on Sunday. I reckon they've got a claimer on, he's only got 53.5 kilos. He loves to lead, and I reckon they're going to go forward and lead on him and try and stack them up and sprint away. So he's $16. He's a long odds, and he might even get out to 20. But I think he's a really, really interesting bet, a really interesting horse. If he's in any form like he was this time last year, he'll win. So, thought of that, bet of the week.
No, lose TubeTalk.
It does, Douglas, and we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Excitement rippling around Caulfield now. The great mare's going to quarter with a good lead on Lonro. Sunline for home. Caulfield is erupting now. She's by 3. Lonro's giving chase, but the great mare at the 200. Charles went for the whip. Lonro's got some work to do now. Under the whip, he stretches hard. It's Sunline by a length. Lonro trying to level up. A great battle.